There are a wealth of tools that you can use to audit your social media, looking if things are genuine or what things are really working for you. Most of these tools cost money, so I'm going to name a few that I invite you to check out, but most of them have a slight cost. But they do have free trials, and you can see which ones are interesting to you. One option is Fake Follower Check. This allows you to connect your Twitter accounts, and it will search through for different types of users. Now, this will vary greatly. And just because it says something is fake doesn't necessarily mean it's fake. Let's go ahead here and do a test. And I see, for example, on our website, it says that 8% of the users are fake, meaning that the accounts are not necessarily genuine. It doesn't mean that a real person didn't create them, but maybe they have a lot of auto-generated accounts, or they're robot accounts that just auto-publish. 48% of the people are inactive, meaning they don't really use Twitter that often, but about 44% of the audience is genuine. Now, if I look up myself as an individual, I don't use Twitter as much, and I'm going to see that the demographics are a little different. The fake number goes higher. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but what you've noticed here is that accounts that are fake or inactive has gone up. That's because a lot of the people that I used to professionally engage with on Twitter have left the platform. They haven't closed their account, but they're not using it. And so you'll see that the reach is not as strong as you might think it is. Another tool to look at is Agilliance. This tool will rate different users based on their influence. Now, you may not find yourself on the rating, but it is a good way to look up your own profile or other people that you encounter online that you view as leaders. This helps you find people. For example, I make the top 100 for things like digital photography, Adobe, and Adobe Photoshop, and make it for things like Premiere Pro. But finding other people that are influential that I haven't connected with yet helps me find them. This tool is quite useful, and you can search on particular genres or information. Let's, for example, do a search on LinkedIn. What you'll notice here is we could find other related authorities that are associated with LinkedIn. They might be competitors, they might be people that work at the company, but it's an opportunity to find other people of similar interest. And we start to get an idea on a particular company's strengths, and it helps us better understand what technology they tend to talk about a lot. If we look up something like video editing software, I can start to see other companies, or I can look up the active video editing. And you start to see who's influential, finding individual bloggers or websites or user groups that you might not have heard of. This makes it easy to start to dig in and find other folks. So as you start to explore content, be sure to check out a tool like this so you can broaden your network, as well as see how you're doing. Speaking of how you're doing, tools like Cred make it easy to evaluate your social network. It looks at the strength of your followers and the engagement and helps give you scores. They do offer some free plans, but most of their plans involve an investment. But if you really want to see what's helping your social network grow and improve your reach, a tool like this is quite useful.